Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Samantha and this is the Budget Mum UK. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my sinking funds for 2023. Some of these are personal to me, but also I do think that if you are interested in setting up your own cash envelope system, your own sinking funds, some of these are ones that you should probably have in mind when you're doing yours, because these are ones that either have helped me massively over the last 12 months with my goals, or they are ones that I wish I'd done, and as I've come to a certain situation, I've gone, why did I not have that ready to go? So, like I said, follow along with these. Definitely take some ideas if you think they're going to work for you, if you think they're going to help. But just thought it'd be useful to share them with you. Right, let's get stuck in. Right, my sinking funds for 2023, I think I've got them all nailed down. Now, the ones that I've learned from experience I wanted to do more of, or I started them too late, or they weren't enough of a focus, I'm going to sort of make sure I start them from the beginning of January. This is sort of my own kick up the backside, if you like. This is my own time to focus on this. The biggest one that I'm sort of kicking myself for not doing is my Christmas fund. Now, I did give myself a Christmas envelope. If you've been on this channel a while, I gave myself a Christmas envelope, but I only gave it myself really quite late on, and it wasn't focused enough. This time around, I'm going to give myself little interim goals, you know, to hit a certain amount by the end of January, end of February, end of March, and so on. I've already got myself a separate gift envelope, but Christmas, it's a funny one. Like, I mean, ultimately, I haven't spent a great deal this Christmas in terms of things like decorations and food and presents, because I'm quite savvy, and I was not overly strict, but I sort of did things throughout the year. I made sure I was ready. So like in January, I got bits of things, just the usual that you'd expect. Your reduced price wrapping paper and tinsel and all those other things and whatnot. And do you know what? Most of it I didn't even need to use because I already had that much of it. So I'm going to do a bit of a stock take as well, I think. But I was overly restricted, and I don't want to feel that restricted this time around, if that makes sense. I want to be in front. I'd love for it to be, you know, ticked off and done by, say, October, and then I can start to spend it and enjoy that spending, because I love buying gifts for people if I can afford them, but at the same time, I need to be ready for it. So that's my one I'm definitely going to get on. I really want to focus a bit more on the children. Now, if you haven't got children, you might want to put it on a separate saving fund for something else, whatever you want to. This is for me. So I've got 2 children, and I felt that by the time I was trying to save for Christmas, the money for these ones were sort of being not forgotten about. It was going into there, because effectively they were receiving it. They were the beneficiaries of my Christmas fund, but I want to do a bit more saving for them. I've got 2 things that I already know about that I really, really want to save about for 2023. One is London, because I'm signed up currently to do the London Marathon. Now, I have got some dodgy issues with my knee, so I'm hoping this is going to sort of go in my favour as I do more training. I'm hoping they're going to get better, so that can go ahead. But it's not cheap and it's not free to do the London Marathon. I've already paid my sign-up fee, which was £50, but I need accommodation, I need transport, I'll need food, I'll need other things as well while I'm down there. So that does require an envelope of its own, and that's quite soon. That's going to be April, so I do need to make sure that's got a good focus. The other thing is, in 2023, my daughter was 16, and when we were about maybe 8 years ago, I think, I took her to New York, and we loved it. We had a great time, and I promised her that I would take her back when she was 16. So not necessarily for her 16th birthday, because that's at Christmas time, and it's very cold. But it's something that will be probably, because we've already had a discussion about it, it will probably be not necessarily 2023, but 2024 Easterish time, maybe even May. Just I'll look at the temperature this year, 2022. Oh gosh, 2023, I'll look at the temperature and see what it's like, because I've been in February before and it's been like -14 and it was painfully cold, but it was lovely, but really, really cold. And I've also been to New York in sort of July, June time, and it's just been glorious. So somewhere in between, I think, would be a nice goal. So I'm going to put New York on there. So you might have a different holiday or vacation or something like that. I would like to get around the UK a bit more. I say this all the time. You know, I always had one of these pipe dreams of like a little camper van or something like that, where you can just travel around. And that was one of the reasons I took on being a teacher, with the anticipation of lots of spare time. It just doesn't happen with it. Even as a teacher, it just doesn't happen during holidays and things, because you're still working. I'm going to put UK travel on there. So many places I've not been to. I'd love to get to Ireland. Never been. Like, I'm so close to Ireland. Been all the way to New York, never been to Ireland. Things like that. So I'm going to set up a little sinking fund for that and really start to get to do that and experience that. Car has got to be in there. Like, in terms of maintenance and tax and insurance, and I might just put it down as car. But it's all those things that come with having a car. Normally, I would be encouraging yourself, if you haven't already got one, to get an emergency fund. Now, I'm quite happy my emergency fund is at £1,000. I'd like to get it bigger, but I've already got myself a £10,000 goal that I want to try and hit for 2023. And I'm happy with 1,000. So if I need to, if it comes to it, there's that I could reach to. But I've got quite a lot of big things here that I want to focus on and save for. And that £10,000 is possibly even going to be for a house deposit or to pay off my car. I'm not certain yet. But that's that. Yeah. So these are my sinking funds. These are going to be my priorities in terms of next year. And just like this year, they could well change and adapt. You know, I might not end up going to the marathon if my knees don't sort of fix themselves. You know, we might not get to do whatever it is, you know, or I might need to set up something else as I go along. I do want to put another one on there. I don't know what you call it, a sinking fund, but I want to put on a bit more. I keep starting it for a laptop, camera, all the other things, because I'm loving how amazing you guys have been for my YouTube channel, because this time last year I hadn't yet hit 1,000 and I'm almost at 4,000 subscribers, which I find absolutely incredible. But I've done it with a dodgy broken iPhone, a tiny ring light that is constantly flickering on and off. And I could do it with the mic. I could do so many amazing things just to make it more exciting for you. So I wonder whether to get myself, I don't know what I'd call that really. So we're calling studio. It's not even a studio because this is currently my kitchen. Upgrade equipment. I don't know. We'll see. When it gets a little bit warmer, I'm going to be back in the office. The office is a converted garage and it's freezing. It's like Baltic in there. So I've been filming in my kitchen for the best part of like 5 months, 4 months really. Yeah, so even like it's got a little like, electric heater, it's just not, it just takes forever to warm up just because it's so cold down there. But yeah, that's, you know, that'd be great to have it all set up, just ready, and I could just walk in, film. That would be my goal. That would be my ideal goal. But yeah, there we go. That's what we've got. So those are my sinking funds. I've got fluid envelopes, which are going to stay the same, essentially. I don't think I need anything changing there at the moment. And then we'll get on with it. So this is your sign to sit down and have a look at your very own sinking funds. And that is it. If you have found anything of use today, or you want to follow along and see how my journey is going or how my process is going, I would love it if you would go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, like icon, and then why not click the bell notification, because every time you do, it seriously helps the channel. And if you're already subscribed, then of course you already know how much I love you. You are absolutely amazing, and I wouldn't be where I am without you right now. Thank you so much, and have a fantastic day.